One of the most common comments we hear or see from others is that taking Social Security early is a mistake. And honestly, that's a valid concern. It's not completely wrong, but it really comes down to you as an individual. Taking Social Security early does come with some real risks, but not taking it can as well. So today in this video, we're going to talk about some of those risks openly and why we decided we were okay to take those risks.
Yeah. So if you're new here,
we
are Tyke and Tina. We retired early. Early meaning I retired at 55 and Tyke retired at 63. Anything under 67 is early in our minds. So if you're close to that age and you're wanting to retire, this channel is for you. Here we're sharing real decisions, not perfect ones, just the way we did it. And this channel is by no means a financial advice channel. So it's simply our experience and how we thought through this decision.
And hopefully it'll help you with your decision.
Yeah. So if you're burnout, if you're approaching that retirement age, or if you're wondering if waiting until 67 is
or even 70.
Yeah. If you're wondering if that's the only responsible option, this video is for you.
So early retirement, an early retirement decision, and let's restate that. Every retirement, not just early retirement, but every retirement decision has risk.
Yeah.
Waiting has risks. Taking Social Security early has risks. And doing nothing has risks as well.
Too.
But the goal isn't to eliminate risk. It's to choose the risks you can live with.
Yeah.
So if you are just now starting to ponder that, or you've been pondering it for a while and you're not clear on what direction works for you, I wanted to share one little tip that has always helped me. I spent my career helping people make decisions in what a lot of people are told is the second or the first biggest financial decision they ever make, and that's purchasing new automobiles. And not only did I do this, I sold automobiles. I trained hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people, how to help people make that decision.
One of the factory level.
Yeah, one of the best things that I ever used was something called Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin used this when he was trying to make a decision, and it's really simple. You just take a piece of paper, you write a line down the middle, you put a positive on one side, a negative on the other, and then as you're going through the decisions, you put in, this is a positive for me, or this is a negative for me, or what is the positive side of one and the negative side of another.
Yeah, and that will help you kind of narrow down, see where your decision lies, whether it's a positive decision in your mind or a negative decision in your mind. So let's start with the biggest and most obvious risk. When you take Social Security early, your monthly payment is permanently lower. And let's just be clear and honest. You can't get that money back later. You don't make it up later. There's no magic reset button. You make that decision to take Social Security early and go to your Social Security web page and choose that for yourself. That's it. That's what your payment is going to be. They do have yearly COLA increases, but that's pretty much what your payment is going to be. You don't get to say, oh, never mind, I changed my mind. I'm going to wait till I'm 72 because this isn't quite enough money for me.
Yeah.
No, that's your decision. And we looked at that. We did Tyke's Ben Franklin plan, and we decided that we were okay with a little bit lower payment at 63 versus 67.
So you're trading time for,
Yeah.
You're getting it for a longer period of time, which is something to keep in mind, and that's why it worked for us. So for us, the question wasn't how do we get the biggest possible check?
Right.
It was what do we need each month to live a life that we enjoy and enjoy right now? Because time is the real bandit here. It's the one that really steals from you, and that's the one you can't get back.
Yeah, so if we just kind of explain this really simply, Social Security for us became just a baseline. It was not our entire income, and it was not a luxury fund. We're just trying to maximize dollars, or we're not trying to maximize the dollars that we have every month. We're trying to maximize the life that we live.
And keep in mind that Tina will be collecting Social Security when she's eligible. So
Yeah.
that's still coming for us.
Yeah, and at this point, we've decided that I'm going to take my Social Security at 62. The earliest possible moment that I can take it, we're going to take it. We might change our mind between now and then, but at this point in time, that's our decision. So we know that another concern is longevity. What if you live to be in your 90s?
My
It's
mom is in
possible.
her 90s, and
possible.
more and more people you see are. As well, though, you see a lot of people that retire at their maximum age, and in
And
a
then
couple of
just
years,
their
and
health
I'm old
just-
enough that I watch the obituaries, and there's a lot of 70s in there.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, you don't get that time back.
No. So we do acknowledge that it is a concern. It is a fear
Fear.
that people might have. It's real. It's valid. You should take this consideration very carefully and do the Ben Franklin and do whatever else you need to do. Talk to your financial planner if you have that. You know, we did all those things. We made sure it was the right decision for us. And it still didn't stop us, because none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. None of us are guaranteed perfect health later on in life. We didn't want to design our entire life around a future
Yeah.
that might not even happen. It might not arrive. So we planned for living, not just surviving longer.
And you know, once you take that Social Security early, that decision is pretty much locked in.
Yeah.
You know, this really matters, and why this is important is that this isn't something to do casually, and it requires intentional thinking. Think of it as risk management, and that's really important. That's something that you should be assessing for yourself. Again, for us, we're giving you our reasons, our whys, and what worked for us. Yours might be different, but
Yeah.
the core questions are still the same,
Right.
right? So
What are your numbers? What do you feel comfortable at? For us, we did everything like we've said. We went through the process. We talked it through. We thought about it. And once we decided that we were going to go ahead and take Tyke Social Security early at 63, we really felt at peace with that decision. So for us, uncertainty was harder than commitment. We were okay with just pulling that trigger and taking Social Security early and making the life now that we have.
yeah, and once we had went through the pluses and minuses, and crunched the numbers, and looked at the options for us, and we utilized a lot of online advice as well as friends and family, and we saw what was working for people and what they were doing, and we wanted to mirror some of the things they were doing, and boy, there was a lot of help out there. So
Yeah.
we really, really want you to
Do your
utilize
research.
us. Do your research. Use us as a sounding board.
Yeah.
We may not have all the answers, but one thing I do know, we can probably send you in the right direction
Yeah.
if we don't.
Yeah, we can, because we've been down this road. We want to be your expert at how to do this because we've done it. Like we said, not every choice is the same for every person, but we want to be an example and an inspiration. One of the things people don't talk about is the judgment that comes with a decision like this. Like when we sold everything, sold our home, sold all of our possessions, and decided to travel Southeast Asia and slow travel and basically live through the continent. You get a lot of people telling you things, your friends and your family, and you get online comments, and you get people that say they're experts. They're going to give you their opinion. But most criticism comes from people that are still waiting, not the people who have actually done it. The people that have actually done it are going to encourage you and be inspirational and be that little bit of courage that you need to say, hey, Tyke and Tina did it. Maybe I can do it too. And we love listening to Boston.
That's my favorite song, if that tells you how old I am. Boston had a song called Peace of Mind, and it talks about climbing the company ladder and, you know, when you're gone, it's gone. They don't think about you anymore.
Yeah.
But he talks about, he just wanted peace of mind in that song, and he wanted to do the things that he wanted to do and not wait for someone else to act on him. He wanted to act instead of be acted upon.
Yeah, you don't have to do what you think is the normal or what everyone else is doing. People are going to be very comfortable, even your friends, family, even strangers are going to be very comfortable telling you what they think what they would do with your life.
And let me tell you, we thought, oh gosh, we're really in the minority. Now, maybe within our community, our smaller circle of friends, we are it's kind of an anomaly a little bit, but
and everybody thinks we're crazy. So.
As we traveled, actually, the farther we've gotten into this, more people are inquisitive. They ask how we're doing it. They see how much better we feel, and how our time is our time now instead of someone else's. And they're super curious, and they want to learn more. And as we traveled, we traveled for 6 months last year, slow traveled.
In 2025.
And we were
I retired at the end of May, and we just started traveling. So 2025 was our first year of full-time retirement, and we spent that end of 2025, those 6 months after full-time retirement in Southeast Asia. So for us, taking Social Security gave us less stress. I didn't have to work anymore. Tyke had already been retired, but he was stressed out in trying to help us get everything sold while I was still working. You know, he had some more free time so he could do that kind of stuff. So it gave us less stress, both of us. Gave us more time together. We designed our retirement so that we could spend time together because we enjoy spending time with each other. You can design it however you want. We both feel like we have better health. We've had time to make a health in our life a priority by exercising and eating better. And, you know, when you work 40, 50 hours a week, that's the last thing you feel
60.
like doing is going to the gym after work or taking the time to make a healthy dinner. You just want to grab fast food on your way home and be done. So we have this flexibility, we have more peace, and that also incorporated in our slow travel lifestyle and just simpler living. We don't have to mow the lawn anymore. We don't have to, you know, hire a housekeeper to clean the house because we did have a 3,000 square foot house. Now we live in, you know, less than 1,000 square feet, and it's comfortable and it's peaceful, and there's a lot less work that has to be done.
And keep in mind, it's not just about those. Maybe you like mowing your lawn. Maybe you like gardening. Maybe you know, a lot of times our careers aren't who we are. It was what we did. And who you are might be a fledgling painter. Maybe you want to do pottery. Maybe you want to serve more in a volunteer capacity. Maybe you want to go off to a different career. Maybe you want to work part-time doing something. I don't know, whatever that might be. Or a hobby that you've never had time at. You know, when Tina said 40 to 50 hours a week, my job was more like 60 to 70 hours a week. And
it can get overwhelming.
It can get overwhelming, and you just don't have the emotional real estate to handle that.
To do anything else.
So think about all of what you can do with that free time. And not to say that your Social Security income is all you're going to get. It gives you time to monetize other things you might want to do.
We didn't eliminate the risk. We just chose peace over that perfection type lifestyle. So if you are in your 50s or 60s and you feel tired of waiting and you're afraid of making that wrong decision, you are not reckless, because these are good questions to be asking. You're thoughtful. And we just, in our next video, we're going to be sharing exactly what our Social Security check covers each month. Honestly and transparently, we're going to give you kind of a budget of what that Tyke Social Security check will cover in a monthly period. And if that is something that would be helpful for you, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel.
That way you can stay tuned for more.
And make sure that you hit that notification bell, because we typically do a video on Tuesday and Saturday. And when we set it live, your YouTube will notify you that there is a new video from us. So hit that notification bell. And we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of our community. And we wish you happy travels.